right, so hi Teresa, thank you for doing this for me. What we're going to do is we're going to do something called a word sort, which is where you're going to look at words and we're going to put them in categories together based on how they're spelled. And we're going to try to find out a pattern amongst those words, okay? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to read through all the words and let me know if you don't know a word before so that I can make sure that you can understand it, okay?
Like the definition?
Yes, like the definition. So parties, plays, berries, daddies, worries, pennies, turkeys, donkeys, trays, bodies, ponies, boys, carries, babies, enjoys, valleys, and monkeys. Did you notice anything that all the words had in common?
They all ended in S.
Yes, so that's what we're looking at today is words ending in S. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two words, and they're called headers, and we're going to try to use them to figure out the pattern. So our first header is parties, and our next header is plays. Okay. I'm going to do two examples for you, and then I'm going to have you do the rest of the word sort. Something that's really important in word sorting is saying it when you lay it. We call say it and lay it. So every time you lay down a word, I want you to say it too, so that we can hear if it matches the pattern. Okay. So berries. I'm looking to see if berries looks more like this or like this. I think it looks more like this. I'm going to put berries here. Berries. Daddies. I'm thinking that daddies also looks like parties, so I'm going to put daddies here. Daddies. Okay, do you think you can do the next one?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, I want you to say the word as you put it down.
Worries, pennies, turkeys, donkeys, trays, bodies, ponies, boys, carries, babies, enjoy, valley, and monkeys.
Awesome. Okay, so let's read through all the words one more time in each column to make sure that we have our pattern correct. Okay? So we're going to say it together. So,
Body. Oh, babies.
carries,
Ponies. Bodies. Pennies. Worries. Daddies. Berries.
Good. Do all of them have the same pattern? Okay.
Monkey. Valleys. Enjoys. Boys. Trays. Turkeys. Donkeys.
Okay. So what is the pattern that you noticed in this sort?
This one only ends in an S, and this one is IES.
That's beautiful. Perfect. So these ones end in IES. And these one end in YS. Okay. Now, do you think there's a reason why these end in IES and these keep the Y?
These are multiples of, there's multiple things of them.
Okay.
And
If I have donkeys, do I have multiple donkeys? This is a tough one. It's tough, right? One thing I noticed is that in this pile, there's a vowel right before the Y. Do you notice that? Let's see if that's true with all of them. Trays, donkeys. Okay. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Boys, enjoys, valleys, monkeys. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you notice about the letter before the IES in these words?
they're not vowels.
They're not vowels, right? So if I have daddy spelled D-A-D-D-Y, because there's not a vowel before there, what do I know I need to do? What does that Y turn into when you make it plural?
E?
What's before the E?
Oh, I.
I-E, yeah. So when we have a word that ends in a Y, we have two options, right? So what do we need to look at? in order to figure out if it stays a Y or turns into IES.
If oh, I just realized that these all have.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have, if what was the question?
So what do you notice? Okay, before these all have Y's, right? What do you notice about the letter before the Y? What kind of letter is it?
They're vowels.
The vowel. So if the letter before the Y is a vowel, what do you do to make it plural?
Oh, you put an S.
You put an S. Easy, right? What about, like, worry is spelled W-O-R-R-Y. If I want to make a word like worry plural, what do I need to change that Y into?
1, 2, an S. Oh no, E.
What do you see before that E?
Oh, I.
I-E-S, right? So again, if I have a Y, I have two options at the end of the word to make it plural. Okay, I can either change it into an S, or I can just add an S, sorry, or I can change it into an IES. Do the two options make sense? Kind of. And the reasons are all about that letter before the Y. So if the letter before the Y is a vowel, I just add an S. If the letter before the Y is a T or another consonant, I have to change it to IES. Because party is spelled P-A-R-T-Y, right? But there's no Y here anymore because of that T. Okay?